Oh, there was the Super Bowl in America. I don't really know if you watch these things, but I was trying to equate it to a Zimbabwean environment because, dude, I know the Super Bowl is big, but this year I don't know what is it about this year. Pandakazona couldn't know. This thing is big, like World Cup levels, dude. Like the final, like the commercials, because I was seeing my commercials, people pay $7 million just to put a minimum of 7 million just to advertise on halftime, dude. Like everyone is there, the whole world is watching. Like they say the halftime show at like 100 and something
30,
million,
33.5,
133 million, exactly. So imagine how many people are on their TVs.
Yeah.
And how many people?
So what you want to do with those stats? If you say 133 and it, my screen's 133 now times that by night, it usually you have to times it by 3 average. 3.
Okay.
So I did 133 by 3.
Bro. And the other thing, there's people who are watching in bars, like bars.
Exactly. So that's on average, so you see, when we get 100 views, you have to times it by 3.
Or like AKA Fade, rest in peace. You know, like someone will go with your phone and, did you see this video?
Yeah. So anytime you look at views, like your MACG, when it's 1 million, you times it by average 3.
So yeah, as big as that event is, dude, I think this thing started with people like businessmen who just created their teams and came up with a whole league and built stadiums and whatever. And now it's become something like a national treasure. In Isusu, we also have sports this side. Like, I was thinking to myself, I was like, okay, soccer is like, I think it's an international sport. It's the most famous sport in the world and everything. I don't think we can do that with soccer. But do you think there's a sport we can do that with here in Zim, given that our media is not going to advertise it? Because obviously media pushes that thing to look that big.
You see, so far, what I'll give you an example. High school sport is big.
Very.
High school
bigger
sport
than
is
college sports.
Than national team sports.
No lie.
I'll give you an example. I think last year, St. John's, they get down to 5,000. 5,000. Look on a schoolboy like
yo,
5,000. I think their derby, Chicago was 5 and 7K. Wakapinda paged. Kuzoona wafana wachitamba. So already, what you want to do then is, and I think I've mentioned it in one of the podcasts, because we need to watch what's happening in Harare, especially with these Harare schools. They've now known that a second term nambobayanya pa Harare. Tumbonoona kana antuna kune nonzi derby day. Tumboenda kunonzi kuderby day. Think of my days ana Kotko.
I remember those days. I've never been to Kotko, but I knew everyone would go. Even people would go for my holidays to Harare just so they go to Kotko
and dress up for Kotko. And then what you are saying is then what I then call it is the economics of Super Bowl. Tagazira chini jwaguma. But chini over as far as junior school.
Yeah, because they've got high school football, college football, and
it's a build-up. It's a build. Super Bowl becomes your end goal. Do you atika Gadzira last year? Ne cricket. Kuti ngatite Gweru Winter League.
Yeah.
Winter League. Tikazobata ndikati, aman. But pa Winter League apa. Hatingangozongopedza really Winter League. Vagona Winter League ngavachipinda team. The best 12 get in this team. Then this team, into the best in Midlands, in Gweru Rap. These are the best in Gweru. Let's put them in one team. 12 of them, then we travel the country.
Then how are we not getting to that? Because even our sports, even in public schools, dude, the sports like rugby, cricket may not be as big as in private schools, but we have sports like athletics, whereby even inter-schools, dude, everyone is cheering. And
it's a
jam.
The planning first and the management. And it. Kunda has got an idea, Chance has got an idea, but okay, this sport is what you want to do. And it. Kunda ina Chance ngambisa Maria. ngambesa mari yavo muchinhu and vogadzira right tournament yedu conversations tournament iri kuitwa wherever chanza taza rako let's move invite people they pay whatever minimum and it right taunganidza vanhu mazvikoro taunganidza zvikoro 6 pana 4 zvikoro 6 ndezveathletics each team has got 60 they gonna come in for free but we're going to have stalls and it pamastores yavo patonechi also media that's first year let's do it again next year and improve let's do it again next year because this is what number Super Bowl was it
59
let's look at pakatanga halftime show ndepapa kuti ndepapa wakazodecide halftime show inoitwa papa because anotanga and let's look at where we started
like year number
let's 1 2 3 4 zvichienda the people that started Super Bowl and some of the people that were involved in Super Bowl havachatodiwe kuSuper Bowl watova kumaterrace kwakutoti achida achatomudi establishment yake okay so you find kuti now I was looking at it I'm like reganimboita kunda yekureva tournament tamboita kunda yekureva tournament inotoya zvikoro anditi tinounganidza vanhu chete kuunganidza vanhu taunganidza vanhu anditi pane goal yoti kuunganidza vanhu kwatiri kuita ka kune chatoda kuti tigadzirise culturally a child or whoever is going to play sport should look forward to kuenda right waziva madays tiri kuchikoro kwenzi gafa kwenda kugafa there was a gafa
tournament ku Ascot and Coca-Cola tournament yeZimbabwe
imwe soko ndichinodzamufesi wangu Leslie mususa
I even have a friend akanowina Coca-Cola and went to Dynamo
you remember kuti iwe because I was a rugby person we looked forward to going to Owen Davies as kids when you went to high school you looked to going forward to Kotko and it where you were cricket you looked going to go to St. George's and it now where is that Coca-Cola cup and it ndokune tatanga ikoko then kune vanhu vanofanira kuzocurate kuti alright tournament I won't forget Owen Davies 2002 at MCC that was a spectacle boss they had two pitches
by then
they had two pitches right and then they had a fan park that was the first time my days out don't want to shusha hello
shusha
they created something like shusha mdara pane ma games zokurovana ne like what's this kurovana ne chi ujata unongori pa stilt and it mo vatanga kurovana nezvima bro it was nice boss it was nice mdara pane dunk tank yekuti unokanda bhora and it chinorova chiuyi then someone falls in the dunk tank mdara it was I will never forget
why
that.
Can't we have that now? Is it because of the funding and planning or it's something as well? Even from what you're saying, I'm seeing as if it's planning and funding. Because sometimes after planning, they will need money to fund onto that thing.
Let Chansa be known with Unganizama. Let Kundai be known with the entertainment. Let Michelle be known with the Diano's on Zama corporate.
What are my goals?
Let Kata be known to take care of entertainment yama adults. Let and it panofana pane pekuti. You know why? And this is where Zimga, especially kuno Gwero, when shit then hits the fan, because Chansa has not delegated. All the shit goes to.
It doesn't go to the whole organization,
but it goes to
one person.
Because Chansa atadza delegate mabasa. Akabata passing agoni. Ndara chituziva kuti Crocs ndiye anoita zve entertainment. Totosera nazvo. Zvototi muna then panoita troubleshoot. Anenge achonzi ndari entertainment asi kufaya inoitwa Chansa.
Chero ma engineer yake vakatadza kungonzi aive head to entertainment ndiye.
Right, ndiye wakati pieces. takukupa contract ichi last one bye bye utotsvaga mumwe.
So those are the people vari kufanira kutsvagwa, like kunana, even like kunana Coca-Cola tournament. I mean, kana ichiriko or Cotco. Is Cotco still there?
Cotco is now called Dairy Board.
Yeah, let's say Dairy Board, and then they curate these things because the Super Bowl you're talking about, it's just football. But then now they curated
things around.
And it's like more money. There's the halftime show.
Yeah.
People are going
You'd be
to tune
surprised,
in, pay-per-view. They've got these lounges.
You'd be surprised, could pay-per-view near halftime show crew are different.
Yeah.
Are different. Mono a normal worker ku halftime show. How to just go to nevanhu pay-per-view one.
Yeah, because sometimes one of my companies are getting too big, could in to streamer and then you give them rights.
Zimwe astosvike kuti ari kuita halftime show asitomboziva kuti after halftime show ari kuenda uku ndiya ari kuita
halftime show is Apple Music halftime show, so they run the halftime show.
If Apple Music, if they drop the ball, bye-bye.
It's on them. I'm married to the NFL if we want it. Yeah,
when we get to those levels, and those levels are done at
grassroots levels.
Ngatangeni. Let's do it again. Fix the other thing I've realized about things, especially in Ngweru. We flop on things, and then we never sit down to review what we did well and we went wrong, and what to improve in the next one. Hence, we always then complain about all these other events, and burnouts, and what was the other one? Was it Jungle Fever?
What happened to Jungle Fever? Jungle Fever was dope.
I think they're going to bring it back.
Hey.
I think they're going to bring it. It's just a matter of venue, I guess, but they will have to bring it back. But how we always complain, Kuti. We'll go back and we experience the same. We go back and
over the same thing.
Yeah. So meaning Kuti, probably one or gara from events I ended. And it's not only Jungle Fever, it's almost every other event that we've gone to. We needed, we wanted. That's not one act. So that's the improvement in everything. Such that it becomes a popular buzz.
I think it's an engagement, Ivan.
Hey.
Could people don't engage, like the right or out, like my comments. A lot of these corporates, they listen to the people.
Yeah.
Dude, I know for a fact when a Samsung or Huawei, Apple, they listen to like my users. No, we don't want this camera on this end. We want it there. It's better there. And when they see the right one, easy and just
they make that change.
They make a concept, and if people like it, they work with that. So I think that's the same thing that like these events, especially the sporting events, are supposed to be like. In these schools, it's because it's a shame. It's a pity. My parents, they are not involved, but then they're the ones who can steer this in the direction of one order. Because most parents, especially in public schools, they don't go for inter-schools, inter-houses to see their kids play.
No, it's not entertaining anymore. So, it's also not entertaining anymore, you know. Because also that's what you want to do.
So those are the people who are supposed to be saying, no, it's Patrick Kuyaga.
And then also, cheetah a smooth. If an event is supposed to be 3 hours, let it be 3 hours. If it's supposed to be 2 hours, let's do it. It's long stop. Sharp. I don't want to pass.